Sarah Scully. I'm a street artist based on the Sunshine Coast in Australia. In today's workshop, I'm going to take you through very briefly how to start up your own website. This was a question that I was asked on Instagram last week, and it's a question that's been thrown at me quite a few times over the last few years. So I thought I will pop this video online and hopefully give you the encouragement and advice and support that you need to get your website and your portfolio up online, because it really gives you a sense of professionalism when you've got your portfolio online, not just on social media. So this is going to be perfect for artists and creators who have a body of work that's already been photographed and you've got the JPEGs sitting there waiting to go up online. It doesn't matter if you don't have a logo or any branding yet. You can just use text and use it as a name style for the time being. It doesn't matter if you don't have a domain yet or any server or any email set up. We can do that all today. So I'm going to take you through companies and products that I've used before, and I am not sponsored by any of them. This is just what I have tried and what did and didn't work for me. So I studied graphic design at Griffith University in Brisbane, and as part of that degree, they taught us how to use Dreamweaver and Flash. So the first website that I ever set up for myself in 2002 was in Dreamweaver, and it was terrible and clunky. So I moved on from that and I ended up purchasing a template to be used in a WordPress website. So I taught myself how to use WordPress and I set up the template, and it didn't look too bad. But I realized after about 5 years of using it that it was quite hard to update. And I used to really dread having to update my website because it was so clunky. And every time I did it, I would do something wrong and the whole website would just go everywhere. So I thought I needed to find a better option. I needed a website that is really easy to use and really easy to update so that I could keep my portfolio updated and I could add on apps or plugins later on to update my website quickly. So my suggestion is, if you are wanting to put together your own website, I would draw up a sitemap first. So get it clear in your head what you need on your website. If this is your first website, I would keep it as simple as possible. Websites are a moving beast. They will constantly be evolving. The website that I have now, I started, I'd say about 10 years ago, and it has evolved from this simple little site that I had into this mammoth website that I'm trying to manage today. So start simple. If you get overwhelmed very easily, keep it simple. So for example, I update my website, or I make sure that I try to update my website at least once a year. So that means adding in portfolio pieces, adding in different sections, revisiting my website as my target market to see if I'm making my call to actions really clear. So this is just an update to my website that I need to do. So I've got the homepage and then all the things that are on my homepage, which are like the Instagram feed and the logos and then I've got all the pages. So I've got my about page, portfolio. So this is something that I've changed this year. It used to be about murals, graphic design, and art. So what I've done is I've taken graphic design, art, and murals and shifted it all underneath my portfolio section. And then I've also added licensing as well. So these are just updates to my website. But you need to think about the pages. So do you have an about page? Do you have a portfolio page? Do you have a contact us page, which is very important? You can add a blog later on. You can add a shop later on. Let's just get your basic portfolio up and running, and then you can add bits and pieces later on. So start with that map first, so you know what you're doing when you start your website and you're not like, oh, I'm stuck. Now I'm going to share my screen with you, and I'm jumping straight into Wix. Again, not sponsored at all. I've just been using Wix for the last so many years. You could also use Shopify. I hear that Shopify is quite good, but I've not had experience. So with Wix, you can actually set up a free website. It does have Wix ads all over it. So my suggestion is peruse all of their templates, see if one of them might fit for what you're after. So these are some of their templates here. I've put in creative portfolio. So this is why a lot of these look like portfolio pages. So say, for example, we choose this one. You can view it before you edit it, but I've had a look at it and I think it'll be fine for us to edit. And then it will set this up, and all you basically need to do is change the images out, change the text out, and then it's your website. Once you're happy with that website, you can then go into the back end and buy your domain name and set up your hosting and set up your email. So for example, if you wanted to set up a business called I Am Awesome, and you wanted iamawesome.com, you can do all of this on the back end of your Wix website, and it'll all be connected together, and you can set up that email address. It's, hello@iamawesome.com. So here we've got the different elements. So this is the web page, and it's super simple to change. So for example, let's go quick edit. Oops. Change the image. Click change. This will come up with all the images that are on my website. Oh no, it won't. It's going to a new site. Perfect. Let's see if it does have any of mine. No. So you can just upload your media. So if you've already prepped the images of your portfolio, you can just upload from your own computer, wherever it is. Let's find something half decent. There we go, upload that. So this will upload this into a folder that sits on the back end of your website. So you could have grabbed all your portfolio images, then uploaded all of them, getting ready to put them into a portfolio. Of course, I chose an image that's quite large, 5.9 megs. That's taking a while. Choose the image and it'll replace it in here for you. So let's move this out of the way and close that. Then if you want to go to the different pages, so you've got your header up here, you can change this to I am awesome. You can change the logo. If you don't have a logo, you can just borrow theirs, A for awesome. I don't know. Yes, I am a graphic designer. Oh, look, it's already got street art in here. That's nice. So then if you want to flick to the other pages, so this is the menu that they've got here. And if you want to flick to other pages, you can go to, let's check out what their street art is. It is street art. And you can go in here and select this, manage media, and you'll be able to update all of these images to your own images. So in here, you would just go and delete these if you don't want to use them. So delete, click on it, delete, and then you can add your own media the same way that we did before. So click on image and then upload it to the back end. And then you can go to contact, add all your information in here, add all of your social links. If you want to manage the pages, so say, for example, you wanted to delete the bio or delete this, you just hit on the 3 little circles and you can just hit delete, or you might just want to hide it from the menu so people can't see it. So we can just hide that there and you'll see that there's no light art in the menu. So if you go through this and you can preview it, so hit preview. Oh, something's happening there. So that needs to be fixed because I don't know what I've done. So you can go in and preview it and click on street art or home with my image. Don't forget to update these things down here. So I just made that seem super simple. It will take a little bit of time for you to be 100% happy with it. I'm going to move this I am awesome up because it's bugging me. So once you've set up that super simple website, if you want to add more to it, there's so many apps that are available for you to add to it. So you can hit add apps, and in the Wix app market, they have everything. They've got Wix Store, which is how I have all my artworks online for sale, and that goes through PayPal. You can set up dropship with Printify, so dropship t-shirts or bags. You can get Google Ads set up with it. So So I've got Wix stores, which is fantastic. You can then also add, if you're running art workshops, you can add the Wix events and tickets so that people can book to your workshops online. The money goes straight to you and they get email reminders when the event's coming up. I also use the Wix blog, so you can add that later on and it'll just add that extra page to your website that says blog, and then you'll be able to manage that from the back end. But there's a whole bunch of different things in here that you might want to add to your business. I've also got my workshops on my website as well. That app's a little bit clunky and I'm still trying to figure it out, but you know, it's an option. So you can add all of that on there. And then once you're happy with it, you can hit connect your domain and you can buy your new domain. You can do all of this on the back end of Wix. So you'll end up buying a domain, I think off the top of my head, depending on where you're getting it from or what you're doing. I get my domain through Crazy Domains, and I think it's about $15 a year. I do my Wix through Crazy Domains, but I do my hosting through Wix and I do my email through Crazy Domains. I don't suggest doing that. It's a bit of a mess. But if you look here, you can pay monthly, and some of them give you a free domain for a year. So you could do the $15 a month and get that free domain for a year. Removes all the ads, so it looks super professional. Gives you storage, videos. So I would probably start with that $15 a month, and if you need to upgrade, you upgrade. So if you put a store on, for example, I believe you need to upgrade. But it gives you, oh, here we go, the business and e-commerce plans. Yeah, so basic business to have that online store. But jump on, have a play. The worst thing that happens is you design a website and you hate it and you just, just close that window and close that window. And then we're back to editing other templates. Go back to another template, see if you want to edit one of those and see if it works a bit better. I hope that this has helped you and given you a little bit of knowledge and a little bit of confidence in pulling your current portfolio together into your own online website. Again, this is not sponsored by Wix. They're just the company that I happen to use and that my website is through. And I'm recommending them because I find them really easy to use, and it's been really helpful for my business because that's how 95% of my business leads come through. So thank you so much for listening. If you really enjoyed this, make sure that you subscribe because I plan on putting out at least one video a month, maybe more if I have the time. Thanks so much for listening.